go. We see the
One, it's actually the first independent third-party mark for a surfing product that's actually based on science, right? So, and in this case, it's focused on the surfboard side of things. We've done the LCA work and the carbon footprint work on the different materials, and we've come up with a materials benchmark of things that are environmentally preferable. They're not sustainable at this point, but it's the first, sort of couple steps, and it's a couple big giant leaps above where the market actually is right now. So that's one thing. Kevin, actually, you probably want to hit over here. One of the things that we're actually doing is we're working with the top surfboard shapers and glassers that are willing to use these materials to see how they work. And if folks like Timmy Patterson and Matt Biolas from Lost and Bill from Stretch, if they're using these materials, then you know it's not just that they work because they're more eco, they work because they work, right? And that's the status of where eco surfboards are at right now, and this is what this showcase is actually for as well. One of the ways that we're trying to engage people with this is by putting a lamp actually glassed right into it. So Kevin, if someone goes into a surf shop and says, "Oh great, what's this? What's this label on here?" They can actually scan it with the QR code that's on the smartphone. Kevin's got a giant Android phone, so we're gonna use his screen.
It's actually too dark for the scanner to work.
Okay,
but it does work. It pops into our website. Actually, it takes people to our website where they can actually register the board. So each one of these lamps is a unique serial number on it that then can be entered. And we're essentially tracking the market as it evolves. People can see all the amazing boards that have been made.
Yeah, and they can also, we're starting to build a culture and community that's interested in this in the overall boards, and then the scope of this is we're going to be building out the surfboards, right? Surfboards are just the start, they're just the on-ramp. Buying an eco-friendly surfboard is not going to save the planet or anything else like that, but it's the first start on it. It can lead to larger personal behavior change, which is what's really going to move all this, right? We are the change that we've been looking for. And if you do scan that, it pops over to our Ecoboard site webpage. Bill, I'm definitely not going to go through this at all, but come here, find out about our materials benchmark, about the technologies, about the overall process. Actually, Bill, go back to the Shaper page. So, one of the big things that we're trying to do here tonight is to show you guys that this stuff is already here. It's not like something that can't happen or is going to happen 5 years from now. It's happening now, and there's people that will make this stuff for you now. If you want to go find a board builder or a shaper who will actually make this, then you go here to this list. We also have glassers and laminators and all that kind of stuff. So I encourage you guys to go check it out, because one of the asks that we have tonight feeds into some of the really cool things that we have. We have a Meet Your Shaper lounge that's over there. You can see the guys have their board racks from local Olas Surfboards. We have James Mitchell here that's holding down the fort there in there. And we also have Dave from Stretch Surfboards, local Santa Cruz builder, top notch. If you guys are looking for your next surfboard, make your next surfboard Eco Surfboard. Go talk to those guys in there. Go to the list. Go talk to your own local shaper and your board builder. Hey, Bill, go ahead and hit the Tori Meister video. So one of the things that people have actually thought about for eco boards for a while is that they don't work that well. Turn it up, and we're going to show you one of the hot Hawaiian up-and-coming pros that's riding the board that we built for him. Out of the recycled Marco foam with the Super Sap resin from Entropy, which is all plant-based bio-resin. Bamboo stringers. I mean, what you should see in this, what you should take away from this, is that it's not like, oh, that's great, he's on an eco board. It's just like, wow, that kid's killing it, right? And that's what we want. That's actually the level that we're at right now. There's no reason why anyone here who has a surfboard should be riding something that is basically it's a toxic petrochemical collection, right? we can actually do this better, we can do it different. And it's high performance. I mean, the guys who are doing this kind of stuff, this is just one session. I wish I could even, you know, I don't know. Ecoboard will not make you surf better. I'm trusting to that. I can absolutely guarantee it. But man, do you feel better? You really do feel better. So, you know, the environmental footprint, as Kevin was talking about, when you're using the recycled foam, when you're using the bio-based resin, you can actually cut the CO2 footprint of the surfboard by about 40%. You're cutting the toxicity of the surfboard by 100%, and you're also keeping about 6 pounds of EPS polystyrene out of the actual landfill. That's a big step. That's a giant step, and it can lead to more, right? And we've got other collections here in our silent auction and places like that. Wetsuits from Patagonia, things. There's a whole host of folks out there that are making awesome things in a better way with better materials, and want to encourage you guys to explore. With that being said, why don't we go to one thing that we're super proud of right now, which is the guys from Entropy Resins and Greenhouse Glassing E-Tech Surfboards, who came all the way up here from LA for you guys. And we're going to actually be live glassing with plant-based resins, which is zero VOC. Normally, we would all be in Tyvek suits and respirators and that kind of stuff to watch this, but we can actually do this live in front of the crowd. These guys have been doing this for years. They're pros on it, and speaking of pros, the first board that they're actually going to be glassing is for 1976 world champion Sean Thompson. Just amazing guy. Actually, my buddy there, Jim Moriarty from Surf Fighter, helped hook me up with him. As soon as he found out, he said, "Oh, I love this. This is great. You know, what can I do to help?" And I said, "Order a fucking board, man." And he's like, "Okay, I can do that." So he called up Channel Islands and said, "Hey, make me a board." So this is actually this is Sean's own pro model. And for folks out there who are pushing 40 or past 40, me and here, this is Sean's model for us guys who need a little more foam to get in and like to lay it on the rail and that kind of stuff, but aren't necessarily doing what Tori Meister was actually doing. So we're building this as a personal board for Sean. Jim, you're fired because you didn't get him here tonight, but you know, good try. Exactly. Anyway, who knows? He may even show up. He's super classy guy. And so we'll start the glassing on this, or be finished up, and we'll be getting some feedback. And hopefully doing the same kind of video with Sean here pretty soon. So I know you guys are probably tired of hearing us. Why don't we kick it over to Ray at Entropy Resins? Let him run the light. Let's see how these surfboards actually glass. Many of you may not have ever seen how a surfboard is actually made, and it's incredibly cool. So Ray, take it away, brother.
All right, you are go.